am Cheryl May Pascua, presently living in Davao City, but we have a business here in Samal Island. I'm a deaconess in the Good Shepherd Church, and we have 3 kids.
And I'm Ysabelle Pascua. I'm also a businessman. Also have attending vessels in Surigao and some parts of the Philippines.
We've been married
Since
since 2007.
We've been together for just maybe about
8
8 months. Then after that, we got married.
18 years old, so I was baptized in Free Methodist Church. But when I was still in high school, even though I'm not yet baptized, I've been a Sunday school Bible teacher. And every Friday we went to Paginhawaan. Every 6 p.m. I went there to teach the children how to read, 6 p.m. to up to 9 p.m. My parents did not know that because they were in abroad. So that's the beginning of my Christian life.
Before, I really don't know where I will going to go, or because I'm a Catholic. But I could go into some other churches because of girlfriends. girlfriends. So I only knew Jesus and received Jesus as my Savior after I met Che. Then after a year, when we get married, that's the time I was baptized. It's really amazing that through Che, until now, I'm in Good Shepherd Church as a deacon. It's really a twist of my previous life. Many have happened in my life that, I realize that God's or Jesus really loves me, because He did not left me behind.
Can you describe your life before?
Oh, it's really bad. You can't really imagine. I have a lot of vices, from gambling, from drinking, daily drinking. Even before we get married, Chet knows it that I really go with my friends every night. So really, really, it's being used by our God to change me.
Our first year in marriage is very hard. I almost gave up. So I always ask God why He gave me this kind of man. Because almost every night, he went with his friends. And then he drinks a lot and went home at like about 2 to 3 a.m. Always, every night, daily. I'm already 5 months pregnant, 6 months, 7 months. I always scolded him because, he's very irresponsible. He has no work. We only depend on our business, small business that time, car wash and food eatery. I thought that I don't deserve him. I don't deserve such kind of person because I'm not bragging about myself, but I graduated as a cum laude, and I was given to this kind of person. Oh yeah. So I told him na we should get an annulment. Yeah, and then sometimes when he's drunk, I always went to the hotels. I never went to my family because it might destroy also his reputation. So I ended up going to the lowest, cheapest hotel. I went there just to stay for a night. I'm already pregnant, so he keeps looking at me. I really want to change him, so I want to discipline him. So I always tell him na if I will go home if ever you will change. So the next month he will say na, okay, we will have a compromise again. Oh, only once a week. So every Friday, so he said.
I know.
My nose.
Then twice a month.
Oh,
Then after, once a month. Until it's totally
oh.
complete na
That-
I'm not with my friends, and my friends already, not calling me because they know that I'm changed. It really helps, especially if you have a wife that sometimes,
Control.
control. Because if nobody's controlling, I think we will not be able to be here. And of course, we are really thankful for God's guidance. And slowly, I was able to live with God's grace and believing Jesus Christ is the only our center in our family.
What was the turning point?
I was baptized last 1998, and then after a year, since my parents were already attending in Good Shepherd Church, so I decided to follow them.
When she invited me that our pastor Park wanted to know me personally, so I went to the church. So, do you have struggles before?
Before, we are very, very poor. We really don't have money. I have no work. He is a freelancer agent.
The financial status it's really hard. So
And then sometimes, maybe in a year, he will be just called like only 1 month. So for the few months,
I'll be
his mother and father will
support
support us.
support us.
So every month they will give us money. They will send money to us. So, but I always push him na this is not good. I don't like this kind of life. Always depend on the parents. So I always quarrel him again. You should work.
Actually, God's really is amazing.
Yes.
I've been asking Him, praying for Him every night. I even crying every night, just to give me a break. One day, a friend of mine called, and someone is looking for a shipping agent in Surigao. Then that was 2006, I think, 2007. And when he called that somebody's needing a ship agent there to manage in Surigao, so I went there. So that's the first break I got, and very thankful to God that He has given it to me. And now it's really, really very hard to believe what we have achieved. Just make Jesus as your center. He will do the rest. Just give it to Him, everything.
How did you discover, or what made you realize na God has given you the ability to start and grow a business?
You have help.
Actually, I'm into construction business, but I'm a nurse by profession. So it's very opposite actually, no. I was a licensed nurse, and then I've decided to I told him na I should go abroad way back 2010. So I always send resumes to the agencies because I really want to go to abroad. Because at that time, although he's already an agent, but I really want to earn money. I have no work. So since my parents are also depending on me, so I need to support them. So I always told him na I need to work as a nurse there in Saudi. And then he said, no, I don't want you to go to Saudi. The salary there is not that good. So I really don't know why that I have a good credentials. I already have experiences. I don't know why the agencies did not call me. I was asking to God, what's the use of my credentials? How come they won't call me, or am I not capable of working there in abroad? So I really don't know the reason why. I've been really struggling at that time. And then way back 2011, since I don't have an income, I'm just depending on him. My mother is an house agent, so I also I also go with her. So one time there was a buyer, and then they told me na they are looking for a house. So I brought him to other houses, and this is the house na for sale. But the buyer told me na, oh, I love your house. Is it for sale? Then I said, no, it's not for sale. That house in front of us is for sale. So no, we prefer your house. We love your house, your design. So I told them na I will call my husband if it's okay with him. So we decided, and then that's the turning point na I realized that God was leading me to business. So from that time, we sell the house, and then we bought another house in Deca. We are just living in Deca, Cabantian before. So we assume another house, and then renovate the house, and then after 6 months, there was another buyer again, and the house is also sold.
You were able to transfer in a year 3 times.
3 times
Because of the buyer,
Yes.
buy and sell. When she started the buy and sell, it's really, God's pointing that to who God's really helps. Because I don't want her to go abroad if she goes only. Because I want to have one family. So I told her, if you go to Saudi, never mind, because we cannot go there. So that's the reason. Then after that, when we talked, I told her what business we will go into it. So we go into this kind of business as she started. We started.
since 2012.
Then started one house to renovate. Then even asking to the hardware to get the materials, and later on we pay off the amount,
Give us credit
line.
From
So
the
slowly
hardwares.
by slowly, we were able to construct maybe about more than 60 houses,
No, more than 100.
100 houses.
Okay. What keeps your Christian testimony as a businessman, especially in a secular and worldly environment?
Living now, especially during pandemic times, we always see to it that before starting everything, we have to ask God's permission, or what you call this, God's favor, if to lead us wherever we go. And I think there's no secret. If you really know God, if you asked, and He will give it to you in proper time, maybe not this time. In our situation, this is really amazing because even this pandemic started 2019. God's really pouring a blessing to us.
Actually, this place is not planned, but I am very, very sure that it is God's plan. Because everything goes smoothly. So from the day one up to now. So although there are challenges along the way, but God really did not leave us.
Somebody told us that what would be our secrets. I think there's no secret about it. Favor from God. Ask for blessings. Give your tithes. And
Just obey what God.
Obey what's God's.
God's command. That's the secret.
And one thing, be a giver.
Be a giver.
Be a giver, because everything will follow. So don't worry about tomorrow.
In business?
Actually, here in JDY, all the staffs here are having a devotional. Before before their working time. So usually the work starts, the resort opens at 10 a.m. So usually they gathered at 9:30 a.m. and then having a devotional at least 30 minutes daily with Pastor Garly, and then I encourage them to attend the Sunday service also.
That's really nice. Do you have anything?
I think that's what we are doing now. The church planting as one of our vision in our future here in Tagluno, Samal. I hope we'll be having we call a Good Shepherd Church. It's God's help and mercy.
Do you have anything to say to them?
Put God first in the center of their lives. So before they go out to their house or before the work, before everything else, put God first, pray first, and God will do the rest.
Okay. God knows our minds. God knows our hearts. So ask for whatever you want, and God will provide. Of course, just don't forget, as a Christian, we also have obligation to meditate and give time to Christ, even 30 minutes or 1 hour a day. What is 1 hour a day? 1 hour a day to talk to Jesus and have a relationship with Him. That would be our obligation as a Christian. Not just a Christian by name, but should be a Christian by faith. So the Bible is the Word, so let's have time and ask His presence every time, wherever we go. I am Deacon Jhong,
And I am Deaconess Che,
and this is us.
I know how struggle.
Struggle is real.
Struggle good.